Yo, what is up, everyone? My name is Dom, and we're here to talk about how I'm trading Tesla. So, disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only. The statements made in this programming are solely the opinion of the show and are not a specific inducement to make an investment. One must perform their own due diligence and realize that all investments carry risk. There's no guarantee of profit. All right, so I want to talk about Tesla here. So, we are in these June 220 strike calls here with the stock trading at about 204 for the last week, at least the last few days. I've seen a ton of institutional traders coming in and buying calls in Tesla as the stock has slowly made its way higher. So as Tesla had a little bit of a pullback this morning, we decided to enter into some calls here. So this is kind of the same setup as NVIDIA. Although Tesla does not have earnings, NVIDIA did have earnings. In NVIDIA, I saw a lot of call activity, a lot of big money institutional traders coming in, placing bets that NVIDIA was going to go higher. I saw that call flow for about a week. It continued. I entered the trade. We're kind of seeing the same thing with Tesla here. Now, like how I always say with this stock, it's not unusual to see a ton of option volume here because Tesla is such a popular stock. But when you compare it to kind of the put side here, it is not as much. I like the orders more that I saw on the call side. There's always going to be calls and puts in Tesla trading, but the majority of the orders I saw and have been seeing for the last few days have been calls. So we took the opportunity on the pullback today. It was down a few dollars. We entered into some calls here, so we do have a little bit of a profit. As you can see, the stock ended up about a couple to a few dollars here. So let's take a look at the chart. Now, what I like about this chart here is we made a solid bottom here around this $100 level at the beginning of the year here, and we traded higher. You can see we're kind of making a cup and handle which is a bearish to bullish technical pattern here. So we made a nice bottom here. This is the bottom of the cup here around this $100 level. So we came down. These are the walls of the cup. Came down, bottom of the cup around $100. We came back up. We came back down here, so this is kind of the handle of the coffee mug per se. And to me, it looks like we're going higher. If I had the 200-day moving average pulled up on this chart here, you will see we actually closed a little bit above the 200-day moving average here. So I think Tesla is due for a breakout. You can also interpret this chart a little bit like an inverse head and shoulders here. So we have the one bottom here. We have the lower bottom here. We came back up and we made a higher bottom here. So you can see we have the two necklines there and we have the head of the person, I guess if you want to call it that. So we have two bearish to bullish technical patterns here. We're right at the 200-day moving average. We actually closed above it. I like all the call flow that I've been seeing in the last week in Tesla. And I like the stock fundamentally. When those three things line up, the technicals, the call flow or the put flow, in this case, the call flow, the trade activity we've been seeing, and I like the stock fundamentally. I like the management team, obviously. I like Elon Musk. I think he is a visionary CEO. When those three things line up for me, I will definitely enter a trade. So, just also quickly, I will probably look to enter this one around this 220 to 230 resistance level. I would definitely take profits then or look to roll the calls up. So, thanks for everyone who's been watching the videos. I appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like button so I don't keep making more videos like this. Make sure to consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. Make sure to leave a comment down below if you got any questions. And we'll see